أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أهلا وسهلا إلى مركز العلوم والحكمة Remote Study. Welcome to 14th part of our lesson series from the book titled Learn Tajweed with Ease. I am Mudaris Sulaiman Ali. Happy listening. In this part of the lessons, we are going to learn another concept of Tajweed, which is Qalqalah. Qalqalah. A Qalqalah means diversion. Qalqalah, diversion. Qalqalah is when a reciter diverts from a particular sound to a different sound entirely. A reciter is expected to divert completely from one particular sound to the other upon seeing one of the following letters with sukun. So once you see one of the following letters carrying sukun, you must give them a different tone entirely. And that is called Qalqalah. Qalqalah, the rule of Qalqalah. So what are the letters? What are those letters? The letters are Qafun, Qafun, Ta'un, Ba'un, Jimun, then Dalun. You can simply memorize the acronym Kutubu Jadin, Kutubu Jadin, Kutubu Jadin. Just memorize the acronym for you to be able to remember the letters of Qalqalah. Kutubu Jadin, Kutubu Jadin, Qafun, Ta'un, Ba'un, Jimun, Dalun. So those are the 5 letters of Qalqalah in Tajweed. Qalqalah, diversion. Qalqalah, digression, to digress. Qalqalah, from one particular sound to another. So that is called Qalqalah. So let's try to illustrate the rule of Qalqalah from the examples below. So whenever you see them carrying sukun, you apply the rule. Okay, here is number 1 example to illustrate the rule of Qalqalah. Here Qafun is carrying sukun. Remember I told us in Quran course level 1 that if you see Alif al-Wasli or you find Alif al-Wasli at the beginning of a word or a verse, and Alif al-Wasli is not carrying Fatiha, not Kasra, not Dhamma, so how will you know the sound you are to read Alif al-Wasli with? Is it A sound, E sound, or U sound? I told us you count your letters. The 3rd letter determines the sound of Alif al-Wasli being seen at the beginning of a word or a verse of the Noble Quran. Now let's count our letters. Alifun is 1, Qafun 2, Ta'un 3, and Ta'un is carrying Fatiha, so you give Alif al-Wasli Kasra. Yes, you give it Kasra. You give your Alif al-Wasli Kasra when the 3rd letter is carrying Fatiha or Kasra, and you give it Dhamma when the 3rd letter is carrying Dhamma. I hope you understand. Now we are going to read this as Iqa. This Iqa, Iqa, instead of reading it as Ik, you read it as Iqa, Iqa, according to the rule of Qalqalah in Tajweed. How do you read this? The tone. Sata, Sata, Sata. What about this? Yabe, Yabe, Yabe. What about this? Aje, Aje, Aje. What about this? Yude, Yude, Yude. What about this? Yako, Yako. Just like Iko here. Iko, Yako, Yako. This is not Yako. Yako is coughing with Fatiha. The sound being read here is Yako, Yako, Yako. is different from yako. Yako. Okay. Once again, how do we read the word? Applying the principle of Qalqalah, the rule of Qalqalah. Iqatarobe. Iqatarobe. Remember, you are stopping on this bound. And once you are stopping on it, you must turn the bound to a letter with sukun for stopping. Once you turn it to a letter with sukun, you also apply the rule of Qalqalah to the ba for stopping on it, or for carrying sukun of stopping. Iqatarobe. 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 That's how you read it. What about this? فَوَسَطْنَا فَوَسَطْنَا بِهِ جَمْعًا فَوَسَطْنَا بِهِ جَمْعًا فَوَسَطْنَا فَوَسَطْنَا. That's how you read it. Sato فَوَسَطْنَا. So how do you read this? يَبْهَفْ يَبْهَفْ يَبْهَفْ. It is more accurate than reading it as yabuhaf. Yabu, but a layman may read it that way, as yabuhaf. But it's more accurate to read it as yabehaf during the course of Quranic recitation. So how do we read this? Ajedar, 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 ajedar. Ajedar. So how do we read this? Yuderika. 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 So how do we read this? Yaqadir. Yaqadir. Ya Qadir. I hope you understand what I have just done to the letters carrying sukun from the acronym Kutubu Jaddin. Kutubu Jaddin. So what I have just done to them is called Qalqalah. Qalqalah, which means diversion in English, or digression, to divert from one particular sound to another in trying to apply the rule of Qalqalah in Tajweed. I hope you understand. ما شاء الله. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Kindly like the video, share it, and hit the subscribe button below. مع السلامة وإلى اللقاء آخر.